Hello and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Today, I would like to discuss with you the triple goddess. And yes, I believe in the triple goddess. The triple goddess is a way of describing goddess in three aspects. And goddess is equally as much all three aspects of the triple goddess. And the three aspects are maiden or virgin, mother, and crone. And this whole concept of the triple goddess is very ancient. If we look back at ancient Greece, we see triplicities of goddesses in many forms, and even triplicities of gods. So the concept of the triple goddess is very ancient, and it's not a recent phenomenon at all, as you've been told. It's ancient. The triple goddess is well attested by many sources, and these three aspects of virgin, mother, and crone are sacred. And the triple goddess is a concept that was stolen by Christianity. But because Christianity, they wanted to have a triplicity of their own. They wanted to have an all-male God with three aspects that were all male: the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Well, that whole concept of three in one, of three aspects in one, was stolen from pagan religion. And we know now that the pagan religions came first, and that we owe our debt of so many of our ideas came from pagans. So we do owe a debt to our pagan past. Now, the triple goddess, I would like to talk a little bit more about her. She's three in one. So there's three aspects, and each aspect is equally as much goddess. So there's just one goddess, but there's three in one. There's three aspects of her in one goddess. And the three aspects, as mentioned, are virgin, mother, and crone. And I'd like to discuss each of these aspects with you in a little more detail. There's the maiden, also known as the virgin, and this represents the dawn of goddess. This is goddess at her beginning, and the goddess is still the maiden. Even though she's quite ancient, she's still the maiden at heart. So the maiden is still a part of her, and the maiden is very innocent and very pure, the purest energy form that there is. And this purity and innocence is a hallmark of the maiden. The maiden is always innocent and pure, and quite sweet, very sweet, like a little girl. The maiden is like a little girl, and innocent and sweet and pure at heart, with no guile or anything bad at all. And this maiden part of her is equally as much goddess. So goddess is innocent and pure, and all of these things that are mentioned about the maiden are equally as much goddess. The second aspect of goddess is the mother. And we know the mother very well, because the mother is all around us in our everyday lives. She gives birth to the universe and sustains it with her milk. And I'd like to talk a little bit more about the mother's milk at another time. But just for now, the mother sustains us all. She sustains us with her energy. So she's into sustenance. And the mother is very kind, very gentle, very understanding, and very nurturing. So these are all aspects of the mother. The mother is our nurturer, our caretaker, and our sustainer. And she does all of these things without asking for anything in return. She's very giving and almost endlessly giving is the mother. So the mother aspect of goddess is a nurturer and a giver, and she understands her children, and she defends her children very, very passionately. She's very passionate about us, and she defends us just the way a mother wolf would defend her cubs. She defends us because she loves us. So that's the mother, and the goddess is equally as much mother. So she's always the mother at all times. And then there's the crone. And the crone is a wise old woman. Not a woman at all. It's goddess. But she's wise like a wise woman. And she's very wise and ancient. And she knows so much. She has so much to share with us, so much knowledge to share. If you wanted a treasure trove of wisdom and knowledge, that's the crone. The crone is a fount of all wisdom. And the crone knows all of our tricks, and she's quite weary of us. And she's tired of the things that we do that are bad and would like us to reform. So the aspect of goddess that's a reformer is the crone, because she knows all of our old tricks. She knows what we're up to, and she knows what she's up against, and she knows how to change us for the better. So these are the three aspects of goddess: virgin, mother, and crone. And again, they are a part of goddess. They are all equally as much goddess. So that's 3 in 1. 3 in 1, 3 aspects of goddess all in one. So she's one goddess, and these are 3 aspects of her. And these aspects of goddess are sacred, and they're part of goddess. And we have many holidays during the year to celebrate the 3 aspects of goddess. If anyone's interested, I could send them a list of the holidays that we celebrate. In the next year, the coming year, we'll be celebrating the Festival of the Virgin, or the Festival of the Maiden, the Festival of the Mother, and we don't call the Festival of the Crone the Festival of the Crone. We call it Matranacht, and that is a holiday that's very ancient, and we celebrate the crone during that holiday. Tune in next time for another edition of The Great Goddess.